The town of Havana, Illinois, just an hour northwest of Springfield, Illinois' capital, is home to the Havana Park District Gymnasium. I am here with ISPA, the Illinois Society of Paranormal Activity, who has investigated here several times and caught some incredible evidence of the paranormal. Tonight will be my first ever investigation. Here are the findings.
They used to investigate this room. They used to have a bunch of toys, plush animals down here, yoga mats for the kids to play in. Okay, they obviously, because the toys back here, the kids do still come down here. We used to sit down here and we hear voices back here all the time. Even when we had our command central set up back here, we'd hear voices back here all the time. One of our investigators actually got scratched while we were on a break in this room. We were listening to a recorder. I apologize. We were listening to a recorder because we thought there was something maybe on that recorder while we were taking a break. And so we're all kind of huddling, and the investigator jerked and kind of screamed, and we're like, "What?" And she's like, "Somebody just punched me or scratched me, or my back is on fire." So we're like, "Really?" So it was cold that night. So now we were all layered.
Right.
I have 3 layers on. She had 3 layers on. So we're lifting up the back of her. She took her hoodie off and then her outer shirt. And then she had a t-shirt underneath that. And she's a bigger girl. So she's, she had a wide sports bra. Because you know how big those are. She had 3 scratches about from the back of her shoulder down here that went under the sports bra, and one of them was beading with blood.
Oh my gosh.
So, and we do have pictures of it. So we took pictures of it.
Wow.
So, yeah. So that happened here, and that's when we had Command Central.
Right.
We weren't investigating this room, we were just hanging out in this room. But like I said, so now we've decided tonight to re-investigate this room, which is why we moved Command Central in there, because not too much happens in there. This hallway is very active with noises, voices. You get a lot of shadow play down at that end of the hallway. Okay? We were out here and we asked, for it to knock twice, and it knocked twice. And we were all sitting right here, it's plain as day. So, and I don't know if you guys have seen our videos, but we have videos where there was a bunch of hangers hanging here, and nobody saw it, but twice in one night, this one hanger, mind you, there was many hangers here, one hanger would just turn. It's not going to do it now because they put different, it was just a bar back then, and these hangers turn. Of course, this one's kind of stiff, but the hanger would just turn real slow, but it turned. Twice, and nobody saw it. And at one of those times, a group of the investigators actually came out here because they heard something. So everybody is out in this hallway looking because they can hear something. And then everybody's standing here thinking it's coming from this end because this end is pretty active. And nobody saw it. And it was turning the whole time while everybody's standing here.
Oh wow.
And nobody saw it. So, down this way. We don't usually go up this staircase. We don't use the staircase, frankly, because it freaks a lot of people out. It's a little too scary, kind of.
Yeah.
There is a room right here behind the staircase. We have had investigators in there a couple of times. We don't do that anymore because the investigators that have been in there have forgotten time spanned. They went in there and then they came out, and the reason they came out is because the other investigators with them were like, "He's freaking me out. He doesn't know how long we've been in there." He was out of it for 20 minutes. And he's like, "No, we weren't in there that long." And the guy's like, "Yeah, we were in there for 45 minutes. And he's like, "No, we were only in there for 20. It's like, "Nope." And he's like, he kept saying weird things, which freaked out the other investigator that was with him. And he doesn't remember any of it.
So we're not going.
He thought we were actually joking with them. Yeah. And he was really freaked out when he found out we were not kidding.
Wow.
So we tend to stay out of there. It might actually be locked. It is not locked.
Oh, jeez.
You're right.
Uh-oh.
Weird since I do it. Oh, you know what? I got cords up here.
I see her head turning.
I'm not saying if you want to sit,
I really love
sit
being
in the hallway.
coming
If you
here
want to
earlier.
sit in- people sit in the
We were
hallway,
like standing out
sit
here
on
and
this
it sounded like a
couch,
chair fell over.
Now,
Nothing moved.
this hallway.
So I told mom about it, so.
Well, that, you know, we've had cameras mess up in that room too.
Okay.
When we put them in that little thing.
The windowsill?
No, the vent. If you look around the corner.
Right?
Oh, is that where the dust and stuff went flying?
Yeah,
When
me
it
and your
fell
aunt
over?
come in here and we put the camera right in here and we just set the camera in here and I think we have like some toilet paper or something tucked up underneath it and made sure it couldn't move or whatever because this just leads in that bathroom and I think that there's nothing behind it, like there's no actual connector through there. So we walk back in there to check the angle of the camera, make sure everything looked okay. And there's this poof of white flakes and stuff, and we're like, what the heck? So we come back in here, and all the stuff was on the floor, and the camera was moved. I'm like, all right, well. So, and then that's the only thing that I've been in here for, like, not usually what happens when I'm in this room.
Well, that's when the last time you guys were, or we were in Havana, Mom saw that black shadow go across the wall.
Oh, yeah. I know this room, I get really good reactions when your brother is singing.
Yeah, they like
In this room, they get a lot of music in this room, don't we, Farrah?
Huh?
This room, we get a lot of music in, don't we?
Haley,
We do get a lot of music in this room.
Haley that's with us?
Yes.
She sings, and she's good at it.
Okay. Yeah.
This is our yoga, what we call the yoga room. We have a lot of singing in here. We've had some hellos in here. When you're in this room, you hear a lot of stuff coming from this hallway. And I'm assuming that's because it's from that stairwell. Okay? We've had light play. We've had our K2 meters in here that have gone off. We get a lot of flashlight play in this room. One night we had a camera that we have set up. We had it, as you can see, this doesn't lead anywhere. Right. Okay? It's on there. We had a camera in here. And we had it propped up with toilet paper to keep it straight because this is not level. So we folded up toilet paper, stuck it under the camera, got the angle we wanted, took the cords, wrapped it around a couple times. Okay? Perfect. Hour and a half into the night.
No, it wasn't that long into it because me and Tara set it up.
It was about an hour and a half. Yeah.
Because I thought it was right after we went in to check to make sure the angle and everything was okay, and then it.
No, it was an hour and a half into the investigation. But anyway, you know, the monitors, we're watching monitors, and you can see something happen. Which, you know, toilet paper, if you mess with toilet paper, it has that dust particles that go all over the place. Well, of course, tonight our IR cameras pick up all this dust from toilet paper. I'm like, what the heck happened? Toilet paper fell out, right? That's what we're assuming. So Anna and I come down here. We walk here from the command central. We come down here, we're looking for toilet paper on the floor, right? There's no toilet paper on the floor. We're like, well, what the heck? So we look up here. The cords are now unwrapped. Mind you, we wrapped the cords like 3 times. They are now completely unwrapped. The camera is a little askew. And the toilet paper that we folded and put under the camera is now wadded up in a ball in this back corner.
Was that me and you? I thought that was me and your sister.
It was me and you.
I don't know. I do so much stuff.
So the toilet paper is wadded up in a ball in this back corner.
Wow.
And we don't know, we cannot explain how that happened. So,
I think I still, you know what? No, I think I delete the pictures of it all.
but we do have this toy back here tonight, which is hopefully this little puppy dog here. It's easy. So we're really hoping,
Manipulation.
we're really hoping that'll go off tonight. We haven't used this kind of toy before. We usually have our REM pods and K2 meters and things like that to use, but we want to try and use a toy. And then of course you brought the truck.
Yeah.
Great idea. Because it's
Where's
super
that?
It's in the nursery. It's
The other end?
The other, down there.
Did you guys hear go off when we were standing when you were talking about the hanger? I heard it go off.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
And
Yeah.
it was not me.
Aaron and Dylan are here. It's gonna be a good night. Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
check the boilers.
I told Haley she gets to sing tonight.
I don't have that picture anymore from where it happened with that camera.
I'm gonna show you the boiler room. It's really kind of creepy looking.
Okay. You guys heard go off though? You were talking about the hanger, and I heard the car kind of go, you know. Wow.
If at any point in time tonight you think you hear something, feel something, say something.
Well, because you've already heard something tonight with me.
I did. Yeah, I did. Watch your step.
This is the general catch-all room. We don't get anything in this room. That's the janitor's closet. We don't get anything in the janitor's closet. Okay?
Okay.
This, we have come here, this goes down to the boiler room, and we have literally had to stop right here because this whole thing was filled with a mist, a grayish white mist that as soon as we got here, it was like a cloud, and then it just really quickly faded and gone. So, call it the boiler room for obvious reasons. This is the old boiler. I don't recommend you really touch anything, especially the boiler. There is a little bit of asbestos back here. Of course, the boiler is just creepy in itself, you know. And anything you see, like the red on here, they do decorate this place for Halloween.
Okay.
So that's just fake blood. Now, don't ever point your flashlights, by the way, at these cameras because it sets off the IR. You'll hear it click if you hear it click by the camera. You hang on to it for now. The one time we came down here, investigated, we come down here and there was a water footprint, like somebody stepped in water, and a footprint.
Oh.
Now, there was absolutely no water down here. It had not rained, it was not wet outside, and it was not just a footprint, it was a bare footprint. Toes.
There was water on the ground because we have pictures of it. There was water.
Oh, was there water on the ground?
There was a little puddle because weren't you in the room?
I was not when you guys discovered it, no.
Yeah, because it was Tara, me, and 2 other new people. And like we each kept putting our feet in the water.
It is, yeah.
No, the
And
news.
with our shoes.
You know what?
Stepping down.
We came here in April and it was there. We're shocking.
What noise?
Careful.
Careful.
Go.
Looks like something crashing.
No, we're just standing in the boiler room talking.
No, it sounded like it came from upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, there was a footprint here, a wet
Keep that door
footprint,
upstairs open.
toes and everything. Now, first of all, none of us would
Keep that door
ever
upstairs
walk around
open.
here barefoot.
That's
No.
not bad at all.
Okay.
Can you maybe
Secondly,
go a little bit,
no, we did compare. We took the person with the smallest foot and compared it, and their foot was really big. So we decided it was a child's footprint.
Well, we even tried all of our footprints in the room, like mine, because I have huge feet. I wear 12 men tennis shoes or 11. So, and still, no.
We decided it had to be. They need to quit that.
towards you.
Okay, so usually when we're down here, we sit back here. There is obviously cobwebs, little decoration spiders on the floor. We sit back here and we will hear, you can hear talking from out this direction. We have had light play. We have had a tricycle. You know the tricycle that's in the other room?
Right.
We had a smaller tricycle back here, and we had put tape like by the wheels in case it moved. And so we're in here investigating, right? Everybody has their lights off, it's dark, right? You know, we decided we're done investigating here. We did hear stuff coming from the other room, possibly the hallway, we weren't sure. So everybody decided we spent our time down here, we were good, so we all get up and we all go to walk out here. Well, now the tricycle is in front of the door when it was over there. And nobody saw or heard the tricycle move. Wow. But it was there when we came in, but when we came out, we literally had to move the tricycle to get around, to get out this door. So, that's what happens back here. So here lately, do you need a light?
Oh, you're good.
Here lately, this area has been not much happening, you know, so. Okay, now we're taking
I just
pictures.
saw the shadow of the chair moving.
Huh?
The shadow of the chair was moving.
Well, they got lights going on out here, and we got lights going on.
Okay, that was just kind of I was just looking at it going, wait a minute here.
It's just different, yeah. So I'll take it upstairs now.
Okay.
What time I came off the necklace, man? Don't look at me like that. Well,
We get to investigate in
you know what? We don't investigate in this room either. It is usually locked. I'm surprised it's not. This room, the first time we open this door, they decorate for Halloween. Okay? So you open the door, there's a big bloody mannequin.
Oh, and all the new people, if they can open that door, they do that to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So,
I think
again,
it's funny.
we don't, this is just a bunch of equipment. We do not investigate this room either.
Okay.
There's some rooms, they're so cluttered, we just don't,
Right.
there's no point. And honestly, usually this is locked. There's usually a big, a padlock, heavy duty lock on that, so.
So maybe we should go in there. If it's open. That's so welcome, Matt.
I mean, if somebody really wanted, the rules, nobody goes anywhere by themselves, ever, for any reason, not even to the bathroom.
Right.
You don't go anywhere by yourself, so it's the number one rule. Don't break that rule.
Buddy system.
It's definitely a buddy
Another
system.
rule,
Rumor mills, we've looked, it's not true. There's no proof of it, that a young boy got locked in this building, specifically the men's bathroom down there, and died. Okay, that was the big rumor mill. We have never found proof of that. However, it is odd that we can never get into that men's room because it's always padlocked.
Yep.
Why is it always padlocked? Listen, we gotta pay for this building. We don't wanna ruin our chances of ever not coming back.
I want that.
This stairwell. There is a lot of shadow play in this stairwell. You can be sitting back here, anywhere, and you will see in that case, you'll see a shadow go across that case. You'll see a shadow go across that back window. It's happened a lot. Lots of shadow play back here. But you have to be able to discern just your eyes playing tricks with you and what you're actually really, whether or not you're actually really seeing anything. Women's bathroom. Right here, that door's up. Men's is on the other side over here. Women's bathroom. One night, came here. As soon as we got here, had to pee, right? Didn't even bother putting stuff away. Just brought it in and dropped it. Like, I gotta use the bathroom. Go in here, women's room. Thank God I finished my business because no sooner I did, the sink turned on, the water turned on. So I'm like coming out the door, buttoning my pants. And I'm like, guys? And they're like, what? And I'm like, bathroom? Come over and they're like, what? And I said, water? They're like, uh-huh. I said, I didn't turn it on. And they're like, okay. Same night, same bathroom. Megan, one of our other investigators, she went in there to use the bathroom. Mind you, this was a very serious night we had. We actually left the building for like 45 minutes because of the negative, bad, angry energy that was in it.
That's the same night that the other two gentlemen who are downstairs were here, their first night here.
Yeah, the two other, Aaron and Dylan, were here that night as well. That was one of our most active nights. They're here again tonight. I'm really hoping that it's going to be active with them here. But Megan went in there. This was after we had left the building already once, and we just hung out outside. Megan was in there. We're all kind of just walking around.
Yeah, I'm holding on to it.
Megan is screaming and pounding on the bathroom door from the inside. So we all come over here. As soon as we get here, she gets the door open, bolts, and clasps herself against this wall. And she is crying and shaking. And we're like, what? What happened? Well, she had taken her flashlight, her whatever, I can't remember what else she had, and put it on top of the paper towel holder that was in there, which also had toilet paper and extra paper towels on there. She had put her stuff up there. Well, while she was washing her hands, there was a big black figure that appeared behind her and knocked all that stuff all over the bathroom. So we went in the bathroom, there was paper towels, toilet paper everywhere, the flashlights on the floor, everything was on the floor, scattered. and she couldn't get the door open. She was scared, freaking out. So, huh?
Back downstairs. What? Your sister wants us all to gather back up.
Okay, well, she can wait a second. Okay, so we have a lot of shadow play, usually up top, bleachers. We also, same night, Aaron and Dylan were here. That night we had all that activity. We caught on camera our shadow person that looked like it was crouched down, it stood up, and it ran. Now, on our video that we have, unfortunately, it's pretty grainy. You can still see it. It looks like the figure gets up about right here and then runs off this way. Okay? But our camera view ended about right here. So we don't know where it went. A lot of voices up here. A lot of noises up here. Flashlight pay up here. We have a lot of stuff up here. So. Peekaboo, this is where that guy, the shadow was playing peekaboo. It was in that doorway. The stage, there's black, it sounds like somebody walks around on the stage. So, that's about the end of the tour there. So, hopefully we'll take a little break, go smoke a cigarette, get a drink, figure out teams, and then we'll start. Ready? So downstairs, Tara's probably going to give you a whole list of rules.
And Dakota.
Plenty of chairs in here if you want to sit.
Kind of move around a bit. Oh, I can.
The flashlights are set. You shouldn't be making that periscope go off. Your watch might be. Aaron. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Megan. On the seat right there,
Yeah.
Dakota wanted to know exactly what it is and
It's a periscope. And what it does is when you get something that's got more of like static electricity to it, these kind of take like energy like what you would get through a plug or like this cord. Well, it does it more down there, but this cord will normally kick up some sort of, all these lights will go off, and it's an electromagnetic field. So what this one does more of like static electricity. So like this one would, like I said, this one will pick up the electromagnetic field, and this one picks up more static, like almost like the static, like if you were to rub your feet on the carpet and then you shock the person next to you, that's what this one picks up. This one is a lot harder to get to go off. I think I don't know, his smartwatch was making it go off earlier, but mine's not now. But like I said, if you're walking across the carpet and you have a lot of static, that might make that go off.
Okay.
So, but that one's,
I've not seen that before.
I did a lot of research on that one. We really like that one.
we did see the light did come on earlier. If that was you want to try to turn that back on.
There's a lot of lights in this room that you can play with to let us know that you're here. On the tricycle, there's lights. There's 3 flashlights in the middle of the room with that little green light. There's a light over by the mirror that you can talk to if you don't want to talk to us. There's a red light. I think there's another one with a green light over here on the table. Nothing we have here will harm you. Most of us, I think you've seen before. If we tell you our names, will you tell us your name? I'm Megan. This is Lee. Hi. This is Tom.
So,
This is Chris.
Hello.
This is Aaron.
Hello.
This is another Chris.
Hello.
And Dakota.
Hello.
That is a loud clock.
I was just saying the same thing.
Can you imagine listening to the recorders, listening to that clock?
Don't go crazy.
All the hours that are gonna be on that recorder. Tick tock.
If someone is in here, can you please turn on the flashlight?
Thank you, Chris. Do you know Osiris Major Ross that helped found this town? Did you grow up near this building? Does it sound like they're talking?
I do hear talking. I'm not sure where from though.
Chris, does it sound like it's coming from out there from? Were any of you guys just talking?
It does.
I said something to Haley. I can say it again if you need me to.
Would you please?
That's it.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, did you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
Did you even hear it?
I was gonna say, I heard the first time, I didn't hear the second time.
Yeah, I heard.
We have people upstairs in the gym. You guys wanna mess with? If you're in the hallway, come in here, we got things out there too. Someone walking around.
Hear you walking. Who's got the room pot?
I heard it, like at the top of the steps.
These 3 flashlights in the middle of the room, they would really help us talk with you. You can turn a certain flashlight on for yes and a certain flashlight on for no. She's got a lid on this walkie. Yes.
Anna and I both thought we just heard a male voice come out of that hallway.
I'm gonna have Chris talk real quick.
If that was you,
Did you hear him? I'm sorry, say that again.
That was not what we heard.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, we'll step out in the hallway.
I got a question for you.
It was more towards our end, I think.
Why did you turn around?
Oh, she
Okay,
said the
sounds
hallway.
good. I
but
think
she
we're
was
gonna
in
move
the
out to the
hallway.
hallway for a minute. There's not much going on.
Why did you turn
Not really
around
anything.
for all that?
Because I think it was hearing them talk
I'll
before.
have to say it again, you tell me.
When they were talking upstairs.
Tim.
That's what
Okay, guys, hang on.
Okay.
Did you hear something else?
But you heard talking.
I heard talking.
Hold on, boys.
No, we didn't hear anything.
Okay. They were having CJ talk. So let's grab some of our stuff and we'll go out to the
Can
hall.
you hang on 1 second?
Yeah.
So you turn around and turn the camera on because that's what you heard talking out there too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And then they were like, well, we were talking
All three of
upstairs.
us heard it. I did, he
Okay.
did.
I didn't hear the male voice, but
I didn't hear the male voice.
I couldn't hear a male voice, but
you heard something?
I heard something.
Okay, well, we'll move out here. Yeah. I'm gonna leave the flashlights in here, I think, for a little bit, because they're in front of the camera.
Now,
Chris, you wanna, like, a couple in there, a couple in here?
that's fine.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna give you this cage because we have one in there. Wow,
Set it right there.
it's kind of going crazy. Yes, I do.
I heard maybe it's Milwaukee.
No.
Oh,
Oh, that, yeah.
it's her walkie.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Okay, talk to me through your walkie one more time.
Is that them moving?
Yeah, it is her walkie. Every time it goes off, it beeps.
Yeah, that was them upstairs.
Okay, thank you.
Somebody banging on a pipe.
Chris, do you wanna ask questions down there?
Was it this?
On a pipe.
Chris, do you wanna ask questions down there?
Was it this?
On a pipe.
Chris, do you wanna ask questions down there?
Was it this?
No. Sounded like it was in the bathroom.
Do what?
What'd you hear?
I heard sounded like somebody banging on a pipe, like a little,
Yeah,
like
we
a
have-
ting ting ting
we
ting
got
ting.
one in our lock back in the-
Where I
Yeah.
know a place would sit at like 22. Just right there where you're at?
If you'd like to talk to us, make sure I can listen.
Aaron, did you hear that beep? What's beeping now? I still hear beeping.
I'm hearing footsteps. Along with the pipe, I'm hearing footsteps.
Hey, Megan,
Computer upstairs, yeah?
come here.
Did you hear footsteps?
Right.
Over here?
Uh,
Like how far over here?
Command Central.
Sorry, that was me.
Is that the first time that any of you have been standing near that end?
Yes?
So none of you were down there when you moved into the hallway?
I mean, Chris is sitting in a chair that way of my Chris.
You saw something, Chris?
No. Okay, Megan, you're in front of the bathroom, correct?
Seen you.
Yes, I am.
Anybody been there? Well, I might have to watch this video then, because I could have
She's talking about this room here?
Nope,
Do it
no.
again and leave it there.
Just talking to you, Tom. Or Aaron, whichever one did it. Do it again.
Hmm.
Okay, the reflection off the tricycle was like crazy. It looked like a stick-figure child. I was like, holy shit.
Your phone.
Mm-mm. This is fucking, it's red.
Hey guys, hang quiet for just 1 sec. Do you hear that? Was that you trying to get our attention? Are you guys talking upstairs?
We hear that, but there's more.
What?
Are you guys talking upstairs?
I did just say something about covering up this little window on the door, yes.
Could you try that again, please? No, I don't hear it. It sounds like a baby.
Sounds like a whistle.
I'm getting a baby.
I don't know if there's a draft in here or what, but I'm not freezing cold right in front of me.
It did get colder down here. I think it's just because they shut the heat off. And we're downstairs too, so.
Yeah.
What was this one that had flashlights? Oh, it's
But that sounded like it came from out here. Huh. Why don't you stay right in this chair by this door so you can continue to hear it? Feels a lot heavier in here than it does.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you trying to talk to us?
The reason I called her over here was you were talking about the pipes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I heard something like the pipe,
Uh-huh.
but it was different. That.
Did y'all hear that? Oh, they're moving upstairs. Never mind.
Okay, they're moving.
Yeah, I heard the footsteps and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Our walkie-talkie's dead.
Huh?
Walkie-talkie's dead.
Okay.
you're kidding me.
There's new batteries too.
Yeah, brand new batteries. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Let's keep it up. I brought some candy out. I'm gonna put it right here in this chair. As they said that our snacks were getting rustled around in there, so I figured I'd bring you some Valentine's candy out.
Who does it there?
Huh?
Put it on the floor.
Put the candy on the floor?
No.
Oh, I don't want the candy on the floor.
No.
Why? 5-second rule.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Move the candy or move the little ball that's in the chair.
That'd be fun.
That would be my guess.
I just don't understand why we do it.
Yeah, because you have.
Because your phone doesn't emit 100% of the time.
Hmm?
Your phone doesn't emit its.
Okay.
stuff 100% of the time. Is there anybody here who would like to say anything to us? You okay?
Just got a chill, just go right down my back. I don't, whew.
You got our attention.
All right, come on. Don't mess with girls. Come grab hold of me, flick my hat off my head, touch me, something. Get our attention. Make these lights move up to red.
There's something hot in the middle of the lights. It's gone. What?
We're getting some noise out here.
Where at?
It's like that tricycle. Like that tricycle, you hear something like kinging it, like, you know, somebody's sitting a seat.
Oh, really?
And the meter went up to 3 grade.
The K2 over
Yeah,
here?
it went to 3 grade.
Look how red that got.
That's weird.
Do it.
That's a blaster reverse.
I don't know why it gets so red like that. Why it's so hot.
Oh, what away?
Yeah, it's only. But it doesn't do it when I stand in here. Oh yeah, there it goes. It's only in that one spot.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, some water bottles.
It was the group downstairs. Somebody burped. Sorry. Excuse you.
You want to see lights off in here?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Got it? I just kind of took note where the chair was. Why is that wall so hot?
It's only that wall, it seems like.
And it's only right there. See?
Can't get that to focus that. That's really weird. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's still not focused.
You can see the cold window. Don't whisper. Hey, look. Our periscope.
They got up to green. They got up to green. It's on the lights.
You're gonna have to talk really loud because that heater's on. Did you play with our tricycle? Did anybody? Did you play with our flashlights? Can you make our lights on our tricycle go off again? You don't have to be scared of us. We're not here to hurt you. We want to hear your story. What? That's why you weren't supposed to go out there by yourself. Oh.
Like a blinking red?
No?
Let me go back over here.
Where's Aaron? Is Aaron in here?
I'm over here. You guys.
Where?
There they go.
Maybe that's what you saw it reflecting or something from this.
Is it from the? No, it just went away now. There it is again. It's a red line. Oh, is it this?
There's a red light on that thing.
Well, it keeps going away. That's. Is it? You said this thing?
Well, there's a red light over there, and he's got a red light. We're gonna walk to the top of these stairs, okay?
Okay. Where did you see that?
Well, it was in the mirror, so I'm trying to figure out.
Which
This thing doesn't blink red, does it? This hasn't blinked red.
yeah, there, it can't, yep, oh.
Ew, it's hot in that room.
I know. So just doing the EVP session?
Yeah, they're gonna do it up here now, and we're gonna sit down and be quiet, so.
Okay.
And they're across the way.
Okay. Oh God.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I moved it to check the battery. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Got any fun activity going on down there?
Nothing quite yet. Everything's
Anna is walking around for just a second, guys.
Okay. Well, we all heard a female clearly, like sigh, and we heard it come from this direction over there, but the group was down here, this end, and it sounded like it was right in that stairwell. And when I asked, when Megan came up here, and she said nobody sighed. Did anybody sigh? Like,
Downstairs, people, get yourself situated and in one spot, please.
I think it was Chris.
Chris did?
Downstairs, yeah. Because she said that she had a cold chill.
Okay,
But does something to double check though.
I will, because it sounded clearly from there, and everybody was down.
Well, if you
this
heard
way.
it up here, then that's
Well,
different.
let's see, we hear a lot of popping going on too, so we gotta assume it's the furnace.
Yeah.
All right, Farrah, you're good.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Good evening, Havana. My name's Farrah. You guys know me. I've been here before. We brought some visitors tonight. I have my daughter Carrie, her boyfriend CJ. We have Haley, and we have Dylan. And Dakota. Sorry. And the heat's gonna kick on.
Oh, sure is.
So the heat's kicking on. So if there's anyone that would like to communicate with us in any way, you're gonna have to be really loud. The flickering light, by the way, there's a light outside that is that on off that goes against the back wall of the stage and above. Right
Oh,
over.
so it'll look like.
See it lit up.
Someone's-
See it's lit up right now on that wall.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go off.
Okay.
And then the heat.
Yeah, I kept kicking on downstairs too. You can hear nothing.
Again, we have Dylan here. I don't know if anybody that was here a few years back when Dylan was here with us, came back to say hello again. I know you guys were pretty active that night. Is there any way you can maybe tell us your name? Really loudly? We have a toy up on the stage that if you get really close to it, it'll light up. That way, you don't have to tell us anything, we can just see it. Does anybody know the name of Ross? The founder of Havana? Do you hear talking? How about Joe? I know Joe used to be a maintenance guy for the schools around here, including this gymnasium. Is Joe around?
Guys, I'm walking into the
That's probably that noise you heard. She dropped it off. You dropped it, or it was thrown out of your hand?
No, it just fell over on the table, and then I knocked it down the second time.
You can, yes. You'll probably set off that geopod though, so. We're in the same room, so technically she's. So Haley, from what I hear, can he sing?
I can.
Would you like to hear Haley sing? And then maybe you can, she sings a couple lines, maybe you can turn that light on the stage.
What should I sing?
In our experience, they like Disney songs.
You like Disney? Could I do Rogers and Hammerstein Cinderella?
Anything that you can sing, because the rest of us can't.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country pumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four white mice will never be four white horses. Such folio and melody of courses. Impossible.
How about that? Did you like Haley singing? Can you let us know if you did, or if you want to hear more?
Or just somewhere. But they heard something tapping on the tricycle, and I knew something looked odd, but I thought it was moved. I didn't realize it was your dog. So
The dog was moved.
yeah,
And the periscope was going off.
yeah. The periscope was going off for a while. We actually had kind of a lot of activity going on down here. So
So what did Tara think she saw? Did she review cameras?
yes, it was a trash can.
It was a trash can?
We moved the trash can.
Was it because right when she said that
Is when you guys heard something.
is when I called you over there.
Okay. Yeah, but it was the trash can. So probably like our lights. Yeah. Like when we're using our flashlights, reflecting off there, and she would be able to see it better. So your dog was moved.
Yes,
Okay.
because his paw was like, I had him like that. And then when we got in here, he was like
He
turned.
was the other way.
Here? It's easy. So we're really hoping.
Manipulation.
We're really hoping that'll go off tonight. So need to maybe check video on that one, because clearly there's a camera here.
Yeah, it doesn't catch it.
Watch video, dog.
And the,
Yeah, you're fine. Okay.
Want to restart recorders? Input the time. Okay. Need to go upstairs and restart recorders. Barry's group was you were all smoothed in together. Oh,
I'm gonna get on the stage.
I do have a video out there, so.
Yeah, no movement.
Do you have a chair or something somewhere? I can put this on?
Over here. We got an extra one up here.
Over here where? Oh, okay.
Bless you.
That wasn't me. I know. In general, we did not.
Hey, I plan to be good tonight.
Are you gonna scare the shit out of me? Let's see where the camera is.
There's one above me.
Hey, you guys in Command Central, can you see that grid?
Yes, you can, not terribly well, but you can see it.
Okay.
Hey, we're gonna go down here for just a second, so everybody knows that we'll be done in about 30 seconds.
Tara, when
This side of the bleachers is where we caught something going across them on tape, on camera, so. Everybody's eyes. I just wonder where everybody's at. Chris? Where's Tom? Oh, there he is.
where's Tom?
I got Chris over here.
All right, son.
Okay, so.
So we're done, thank you for your patience.
Alright, give me 1 second. I think I'm gonna come sit over here, guys. That way we're all kind of spread out. I'm gonna grab a chair.
Tricycle lit up. We can see it.
Periscope.
Okay, Farrah, it's 11:21. Go ahead and go. In about 20 minutes, we'll take our turn.
Got it.
You're noisy down there.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Okay?
Yeah, that's what you just.
Wow.
I'm getting red over here in the sanitary bad.
You're getting what?
Red.
Here, we'll do it.
I just want like red.
What do you got, Tom? Red light?
Yeah, you stuff right here.
Instead of moving around, we can light a little here and on.
That's the wind pond here.
What'd you say?
That's the wind pond. You'll hear it. Go wee.
Oh, so it's the periscope.
No. Tom, what do you have?
Is it a circle or is it big sticking up?
It's a,
Huh?
it's the one with all the circles on it. The great thing.
I'm sorry, baby, periscope. What?
It's that great thing with the circles on it.
Oh, listen.
Is it black?
Shh.
No. Is it black?
Yeah.
Is it round?
Explain to me on better. Hey, can you stop for a second?
That's what I'm trying to get.
Anna,
Yes.
please tell me. Oh my God, Zeno, shut up. What do you have? Describe it.
Okay, it's gray and long with the circle dots.
Like a K2.
Yes.
K2.
Okay, correction. We get the K2 going all the way to red. We're gonna stop and be quiet again.
Yes, we're going right there now, kids.
Okay, everybody shush. We are quiet. You guys, I just saw a shadow in the lights.
Up there in the corner?
In the room left or in the lights. I legit just saw a shadow. No, we cannot hear you, but we are definitely hearing singing coming over by the old basement wall.
What?
coming out of that yoga room and walking, or if I legit just saw something run by.
Okay. That's the same hallway that Chris saw from earlier.
Not gonna lie, I had a slight heart attack if it's not them. It just sounded like someone just stepped right in front of me.
That wasn't you making that noise, Tara?
No.
Are you serious?
Wait, turn your light. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I wouldn't do that again.
It wasn't them.
Is someone whispering?
Yes, Tom is.
Jesus Christ, that's scary. Because I can hear it like perfectly in here.
Yeah, no, it was Tom on the other end here.
Whew.
Okay, thank you. I did not see the same thing twice.
What did you see?
Shoulders like it kind of darted from left to right. You guys just talked, right? Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of activity over there.
Everything's gone.
With me tonight, I have Chris, I have another Chris, and Anna. Hello.
Are you guys?
Yes, I'm talking.
It's not talking.
Okay, I don't know what you're hearing then.
I swear to you, it sounds like somebody's rolling a heavy ball.
I'm on my foot, I told you.
Chris is sitting on the floor. She said she moved her foot. I'll have her do it again. Okay. Do it again, Chris. Did you move it the way you did?
See, because we didn't hear anything.
Did I say the REM pod?
Yeah.
Is that what that noise is?
The REM pod's going on.
Oh.
Sounds like there's a rolling ball rolling right now. Do you think good?
That was Chris moving her foot.
Like right after Megan complained about it?
Yes.
She said she was never gonna do it again?
No.
You told Megan that Chris said she was not going to move again.
What?
No, you didn't. No, you said.
I said no such thing.
You never said anything like that either. Okay, so you said you were gonna have Chris do it again.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I apologize.
Okay, just to clarify, let's have Chris move her foot one more time. Give me that look. Yeah, okay.
Did you hear it?
No.
Okay. Hold on. One more time. Did you hear it then?
Absolutely not.
It was a little louder than that.
Huh?
She did it a little louder than that earlier.
Yeah, but still.
So Farron is here, but we cannot, so that's not explaining the full background.
Well, we didn't hear it, so. Okay, are we done?
Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear what?
Yes,
Yes.
The
What?
mail just talking?
yes.
Huh?
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it? Okay.
No.
I did. It's plain as day.
Okay, are we done?
Did you hear that?
Okay, are we done?
Did you hear that?
Okay, let me finish the introductions. Again, my name is Tara. On the floor here, we have Chris. Up on the bleachers at the top, we have Chris. We have Anna. We have Tom. And then we have our friend over there, Dakota. You're not allowed to mess with Dakota. You need to leave him alone. But the rest of us, we're here to try and talk with you tonight. We're hoping that you can make yourself known to us somehow. Can you tell us what your name is? We're hearing a lot of pops, a lot of creaks. Is that you, or is it just kind of the bleachers settling a little bit? I did a little research on this town of Havana. Been here for quite some time. I read about the first distillery ever built, only about a block and a half from where this building stands. Were you around when the distillery was built? Did you know the gentleman that built it, Mr. Williams? Was that from the stage or the bleachers?
I wasn't up here.
Not up there?
Mm-mm.
Okay. that's too soon for you. Maybe you weren't around at those times. That was in the early 1800s, 1858, 1859. Can you tell us what year you think it is right now?
Do you know who the president is?
What was what?
Was that you, Chris?
What's that, no?
No, her.
No, I don't know.
It's like, it sounded like somebody dropped something on the floor near me. But no.
Okay, make sure we give it.
Okay, my flashlight, sorry.
Yes. Sorry. Okay, guys, if we ask questions, make sure we get some time in between.
He did not hear that.
Okay.
Whatever we were experiencing.
God. Great, shut up, nobody cares. Can you tell us what year it is right now? Or what year you passed away?
Are you enjoying this cold weather? Because we're usually not here when it's cold. Is it shocking to you that we're here while it's cold?
We need to give you a little bit more time in between questions, Tom.
Yeah, that's right. I'm over here freaking out. I gotta change my shorts. Thanks to all.
Okay, if you're here with us tonight, we do have these devices placed in certain ones right over here, and you can talk into it. So if we can't hear you ourselves, this little machine here can pick up your voice, and we'll be able to hear you that way later. Can you tell us why you're here? Why is that window, that light keep blacking out? Is anybody else seeing that?
We're at.
Wall over here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we noticed that earlier when I was up here.
What's it from though?
Some light outside.
Yeah, see like that. What's flashing like that? Well, you ain't gonna see it, it's light on there. Watch that top part. See? See how it got dark? What's making that go dark? Remind us next break to check outside and see if there's a light like the next walk up.
Yeah, there was. Remember the last time we was here, we walked over, me and Chris, there was like
Yeah, but it's
motion lights
flashing.
on this garage. Remember that, Chris?
But is it flashing?
I can check it out.
Because it has to be tall enough and down the road to come up on that window up top.
I see it doing that. I've been noticing that most of the time.
Sorry, I noticed it. I just wanted to say something. Okay. I'm sorry. We'll get back to you. We brought a lot of new people tonight. And you know that our group, we come here often. So we were hoping maybe you could introduce yourself to our new friends. Is there anything you'd like to say to any of them? Are you being shy and bashful tonight? They're really nice. You know us, none of us are here to hurt you. They're not going to be here to hurt you either. Is there anything we can do for you while we're here? Anything you want to talk about? I know we've run across a few little kids here. Any of the kids out playing today? Is that you?
No.
Okay, are you
It's
playing?
right behind me.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Like, more than one.
Are you playing games? We love playing games. What would you like to play?
It's that one before.
Chris up there on the bleacher says you go tap him on the shoulder and play tag.
Did y'all hear that over here?
Huh?
The tapping on the floor?
There's tapping on the floor.
Like right in front of me?
Are we playing a game of hide and seek here?
Uh-huh.
See, because I heard it over
Hear
there.
that?
And then it kept getting closer.
Well, it's over here. Okay, so hide and seek. Here's the thing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus. How many of there are you playing the game? I mean, I don't know if it's fair, so you gotta let me know. 5 against what?
4.
Chris up there says 4. Is that right? Come on, don't be shy. We love games. I know they were playing games here earlier today. Or maybe last night, I don't remember. Nerf Wars. Were you here to watch them?
Is somebody standing this like in front of me?
Up to the left.
Directly in front of me.
So there. Well, we have had that before. We have had a miss.
It's like just like a light sort of.
That, making yourself misty, that's not really fair if we're playing hide and seek. Can you make yourself appear more? You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Is that a voice? Can you guys make yourself appear to look a little bit more like us? And maybe not so misty or shadowy?
I'm pretty sure I just heard laughter back here.
Really?
Like a small giggle.
Like a little kid?
Like,
I got goosebumps.
Yeah, me too. Okay. It's
Yep.
funny, right? If you don't want to play hide and seek, how about you tell us what you want to play? You know what it seems like to me? It's like going all the way around.
You've seen it too, right?
It's going in circles, the gym. I mean, it's just going from left to right all the way around. It's circling us.
Yeah.
Because the noises are here and then there and then there. Are you playing Ring Around the Rosie? I can't remember that song. Can you sing it for me? a game.
It's really cold on the outside.
Are you hanging out with Chris?
Yeah.
What was it?
Husband said no.
Oh my god, I heard that too. I just wanted to talk.
I haven't moved, people.
I know, I thought maybe you just know.
You're gonna have to get touched while we're
Did
getting
you
our
hear that,
legs.
Chris? When I said, can you go tell Chris your name, you didn't hear the no? Did you pick that up by chance, Chica?
I took my things off.
I thought I.
Because when Tom whispers, I keep thinking I'm hearing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, from behind you. Without
I literally thought it said, yeah. Just like that, I thought it was like. So you wanna just go sit by Chris, but you don't wanna tell Chris who you are? What about Anna? Anna's really good with people. Can you tell Anna who you are?
I'd love to know your name.
I mean, we told you our names. I told you everybody's name. Don't you think it would just be fair for you to share who you are so we know who we're talking to? That's somebody yawning.
That was me yawning.
Okay. So you don't want to share your name. We're not sure what kind of game you want to play. What if, to let us know that you're here, we've been here going, how do we make a really loud noise that we all hear? Over here on this side, where nobody's sitting. Can you make a big noise over there for us? Wow, you're just not ready to cooperate today, are you? Did you leave? Or you're no longer up here with us?
No, my KT is going off again. He's here, or she's here. He likes coming up playing with my K2 and squeaking boards around me.
We have toys everywhere that you can play with.
Anybody whistling?
Ring
No,
light.
but I can hear that red water going off.
And I'm too close to it with walkie.
Come on, we're gonna have to give it up here a little bit. And move. Then there'll be a different group.
Hey, would you be able to move the tricycle in front of me?
Good idea.
No, that's not here.
I heard that.
That was clear as day.
What did it say?
No, that was a laugh. That giggle again, but louder.
Here, let me see if they laugh.
It was in this hallway.
Did one of you guys just laugh?
No, ma'am. No, we did not.
Awesome. I heard that. I just wasn't sure what it was.
Oh, there's something up here. I can feel him.
Are you playing with Dakota? Why is Dakota special? We've been asking. Come out and play with us. There's a ball right here. Does the ball have candy on it? Does anybody know? That's all. Yeah, there's a piece of candy on the ball. You can take the candy and move the ball.
On the stairwell down by the yoga room.
Okay, yeah? Yes? What about it?
What?
What about the stairwell by the yoga room?
Are you guys near that stairwell?
Oh, yeah, I was shining a flashlight and stuff.
But were you walking on the stairs?
I was walking right in front of that doorway that goes to the stairs, yes.
Okay.
Huh?
You weren't in front of that door yet there.
Well, no, but that sound echoes really bad. We found that out from when the other group was up here and we were in Command Central. And when Haley got up here, like you could hear it perfectly clear, everything in this area.